Hello, beautiful people. It's Mama Goob. So, I don't really have anything particular to react to today, but I did want to circle back for a few things, a few topics from a couple of my recent videos. First of all, Amberlynn Reed. So, I was mistaken. Fibroids do not cause uterine cancer, they're separate and different than uterine cancer, but still, my comment stands that you could still have a UTI if you're bleeding out of control. She wasn't necessarily misdiagnosed at all. I'm sure she did have a UTI. Um, but, she still could have done a lot better had she been to the OBGYN prior to her severe hemorrhaging. So that's one. The second thing I wanted to circle back, I read your comments. I try to read them all. I've been kind of busy lately, but I read a really good comment. So first, it is scary that Amberlynn Reed really isn't talking anymore about her progress for her weight loss surgery attempt. We see her drinking soda again. We see her using straws. Just she isn't really talking about her weight loss journey. And she never said that she just got a cup of ice from Sonic. It was, so they might have gotten a complete whole meal, tots and all, um, from Sonic, and she just didn't say it. So who knows? Or maybe she'll come back on and surprise us, and she's doing wonderfully. I hope so. But I came across this comment, and I thought it was funny. So this is Jasmine Vicerin. She says that drinking soda, using a straw, no weight loss surgery updates in a hot minute. Well, that's a wrap, folks. Prepare for the follow up where she gaslights us all and says we're the reason why she didn't get weight loss surgery as she reorders Jenny Craig. Oh my gosh, guys, I might have to lose my mind if there's a Jenny Craig reemergence or even worse, Weight Watchers reemergence. I will freak out. So let's not hope that that's what's going on. Let's just hope that our Gorl is just, I don't know what she's doing, but I can see her not having weight loss surgery updates every vlog, but I don't know. She's got to keep us in the loop, guys. We're not here to watch her Lego conquests or her book club, her diamond painting. Most of us are just not here for that. We're here to see her succeed. Okay. I know I've been watching her for a very long time. I know we've been down this path a million times, but guys, she had a rough year. She had a rough year with a lot of problems. Yes, cancer didn't wake her up, true. But, I was hoping the dangling lung situation, which also wasn't a misdiagnosis, would have made her say, look, one small injury and I'm bedbound and now I have lung problems. Okay. So I think that's why I'm a little bit more invested in her actually getting the weight loss surgery this time. Also, if she were really serious about it, she would be finding somebody else. Now, another comment I've gotten is people saying, her binge eating disorder, it's really dangerous. How can you say that? She won't pop her stomach. Guys, I've had weight loss surgery. If anybody here who's had weight loss surgery can still manage to binge within the first year, let me know because I certainly couldn't. And even if I ate a normal portion, like shortly after the surgery when I was on solid foods, regular diet, nothing strange, I had two chicken nuggets, right? And I thought it was like I ate Thanksgiving dinner because I had two chicken nuggets. Like I was so stuffed. All right. So eating just a normal meal, like if I had, God forbid, tried to eat like a value meal from McDonald's with chicken nuggets, I wouldn't have been able to do it because I would have been in writhing pain and I would have started throwing up, much less a binge. Okay. Now I know people who have binge eating disorder have a mental illness to where they can't stop eating. I get it. But I'm telling you, your physiological restraints, not psychological, physiological, meaning that your body will stop you. Okay. So anybody who doubts that has never felt that feeling before because I'm telling you, it's intense. And I couldn't find anybody to pop their staples from binge eating. There are people who have complications after surgery with the staple line leaking because the doctor didn't suture them correctly, which is actually a little bit more common for the vertical sleeve gastrectomy because the staple line is longer, but that's still pretty rare. So, I mean, I guess it's just like common knowledge, everybody thinks they understand, but really, and I've heard this said sometimes on, well, not really my 600-pound life, but I feel like I might have heard this on television before. Amber Lynn Reed herself said it. I've heard some of the other like bariatric patients saying it, but you guys know deep down inside, you're not going to be able to do it. And you're not going to convince me that that's what's holding her up. What's holding her up, and I think Kicking Geese was talking about this. Hi, Justine. Um, that she probably went into that dietitian and she like went on and on because like I said, the dietitian says, "Here's the diet. Can you read it? Yes. Can you understand it? Yes. Can you follow it? Yes." Well, knowing Amber Lynn, she'd been like, "Well, yeah, I could read it, I can understand it, but I'm not going to be able to follow it because I have binge eating disorder." So they put the kibosh on it. I'm telling you, she went on and on and on about it, where she scares all her doctors, right? She scares all her doctors with her mental illnesses, and especially if she is talking about how she's misdiagnosed all the time. I mean, they're afraid. They don't want to take her on as a patient. And I'm telling you, that's what it is. So, anyways, the other thing that I happened to stumble upon was somebody had mentioned in one of my comments of, how dirty ice machines are. And I said that. Now, Papa Goob is does commercial refrigeration and he fixes ice machines. And so I know from firsthand information how disgusting they are. So the funny thing is, Papa Goob has fixed ice machines for decades, right? But ours is always broke, keeps freezing. So I'm the one who fixes it. Like, and I'm the air conditioning expert in the house, although that's what he does for work. But that's neither here nor there. But anyways, I stumbled upon a couple videos in YouTube that talks about how disgusting ice machines are, and I was thinking about sending them in the DM to Miss Amberlyn Reed because she's so OCD about her, water bottles and such. And here she is, has no problem getting takeout ice. So, just for fun, I want to show you a very quick YouTube short video about ice machines and how filthy they are.
Let me tell you something real quick. A lot of times people go to a restaurant, they get sick, and they think it's food poisoning or their food made them sick. Let me tell you this. There's a chance that it was their eyes that got you sick. That water that I just showed you is what's making that ice.
That's
You
gross.
can't tell me that this water hasn't given people the runs. It's bacteria water.
Bacterial.
It's so dirty. There's a lot of articles online that talk about how dirty commercial ice is. So you guys should read.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's pretty bad. So I might send her this in a DM. I'm sure she's heard it all. The other thing, so I started looking up because Leave It to Me and like wanting to know, kind of the price is right. So I looked and I went on Amazon and I found her refrigerator, right? So $60 for this silly little refrigerator that really does nothing, right? It's supposed to hold 6 cans. I don't see why any adult person would need that. I mean, I could see maybe getting it for a dorm room. I don't even know, especially because she could take, 5, 10 steps and be in the kitchen and get her own water. But whatever. Now, if I were her, though, I would invest in this ice machine. So there's a lot of ice machines out there for countertops. But, if I had her income, I would be buying this one. And she could pour her little bottles of water in here and everything. So, I don't see why she doesn't do that, but who knows? But anyways, that's really all I wanted to come on here and say. Just, oh, thank you guys for getting me to the 1,000, by the way. I really, really, really appreciate that. It's so awesome of you guys. I'm really having fun here. And I mean, I'm going to keep on keeping on because our girl's pretty boring now, but I'm here to educate. I'm here to educate and lend my experience with weight loss surgery because there's too many people dying lately of something that's completely fixable. Okay. Nobody has to get that big. And I'm not saying everybody needs to be, a bikini model, but you don't need to be 500 pounds. Okay. Nobody needs to get to that. Nobody needs to get to that weight in this modern world that we have. I mean, yes, we have really good food, a lot of junk food and such, but there's lots of weight loss medications, surgeries and such that can help people. So, really, my goal is here to sort of wake anybody up who I can and try to get help before you get to that. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Mwah.